outside Harper Murray doesn't get enough attention for what she's doing. 13th in the Big Ten in kills per set, but 4th in terms of hit percentage. Insane job when the ball's in her hand.
Acevedo will start it off for the Gophers. Nebraska runs the middle right away, and Rebecca Alec delivers. Middle right, Awalea as well as Minity. If the first touch for Minnesota is going to be so important, and you see a rough first touch on the first time, and it leads.
They become very one-dimensional to the outsides.
Olivia Mauck now with a serve. Better pass to Schaffmaster, missed connection though. John in his 25th year, Keegan on the other bench in his 2nd season.
He's waiting for a cook joke.
Cooks in the kitchen, cooks in the fryer. I mean, there's so many we could go with.
Get a tally going.
Merritt Beeson down the line, that is wide, no touch and point. Palabiak now back to serve for Minnesota. And the serve is long. And a welcome into those of you who watched Northwestern with the win tonight in women's basketball. We're here in Lincoln at the Bob Devaney Sports Center for the battle of top 20s, number 2 Nebraska.
Minnesota, on the other hand, they're trying to find ways to continue to stay in that top 16 to host the first 2 rounds. Very important match on either side.
Off the top of the block, touch, Hansen swing not down. Swiped off the block by Harper Murray. Emily, she has been so good as of late. Look there.
He's sticking out in this gym. It looks good.
Meanwhile, the Gophers in the All Blacks tonight. That's another good look. Wrote with the serve. Rushes the tape. Back to Beeson. Good block touch there by Minity. And then the swing and a kill. 293 in Big Ten play is impressive.
And normally you see those numbers go down playing in this conference, but her number is skyrocketing.
Gophers ready for that tip, which is one of the signature shots of Harper Murray. Andy Jackson in the middle, not down. Jackson sends it back off of the tip from Hansen. Pass on target, in system, leads to the kill. Second touch. Game that's really improved from her freshman year to her sophomore year, picking her spots better on that second touch. Good up there by Alexi Rodriguez. Taylor Landfair with her first swing against her former team.
Yeah, never.
Good up there in the back row. Off the top of the block, she came back and got the kill. Back in 2020, it included Jenna Winnis, Carter Booth, Taylor Landfair, all 3 no longer on campus with the Golden Gophers.
And a player that can put balls down as that second outside.
In Nebraska's swing through the West last week against Oregon and Washington, she hit .431 in those 2 matches, just 4 hitting errors. She really started to come on and finding her way here in Lincoln as she gets another kill pulled inside there.
She's used to playing that 6 rotation spot, so it takes time to get adjusted. She's finally settled in.
Good one-handed up by Rodriguez. Bump set back out to Landfair. On the overpass. Back row. Good up there by Hansen. Rote not down. Landfair tries that deep corner. Good touch by Schaffmaster. And Grote can't clear the net.
And digging outside her body.
There you see her good pass numbers.
The best in the Big Ten. That 65% is insane. And normally the goal is 60% for contact. She is way above that.
3 ball over. Ran the middle off the touch and the kill for Rebecca Allen.
That really is a big difference. 4% from the next best libero in the Big Ten. She is so good all around.
Goes down line, but Bergen Reilly is there. Landfair again. It was shaved off an angle there, and the kill by Taylor Landfair. Well, it's been a quick start here for Nebraska, 13-6. Minnesota has already taken both of its first 2 timeouts, or only 2 of set number 1. Great job, they run the middle. Awalea with the kill.
Really good response right out of that timeout for Minnesota, just stalling the action, nailing the pass right away, and getting the middle going.
Acevedo now back to serve. Acevedo getting her 10th start, and that is long. There is the other Cowboy, John Cook. 25th year on the bench for Nebraska. 13 conference titles, 4 national titles, 8 trips to the finals, 11 Final Fours. It just goes on. top of the block by Alec. Harper Murray. Off the side of Merritt Beeson's arm, the kill by Julia Hansen.
Well, one bright spot for this Minnesota team so far, they might be down 6, but Hansen has been outstanding. She's getting a ton of sets on the outside because Minnesota's been out of system pretty often to start this matchup, but she's doing a great job finding ways around the big block in front of her.
She's really found her way this year, right? I mean, she's led this team 16 times in their 24 matches and kills. As Nebraska picks up another one there and goes on top 15-8.
Nebraska just asserting their dominance early on. This is a difference from Nebraska that we're seeing based on from what we saw in the beginning of the season was they have just been consistent night in and night out. They're not even dropping a lot of sets. They took the loss to SMU early on this season, and they have just propelled themselves into a 21-match win streak, but 17 of those have been sweeps. They've just been dominant all around.
Yeah, that's been impressive. Last week was an eye-opener for many as they went on the road into a couple of hostile environments, two places that had their largest crowds ever. Picked up wins in both, and there is the block by Beeson and Jackson. Well, look at that.
I mean, it's crazy. Thinking back to that September 3rd loss, there were question marks of, oh my gosh, panic, how good is this team really? Come to find out, SMU is a pretty dang good team. And Nebraska goes on a roll from there on out. 17 sweeps out of that 21-match win streak. And this team's getting it done on both sides of the game. Offense is clicking and defense has been stifling.
There's only one team in the nation that could say they beat the top two teams in the country.
Yeah. SMU's a pretty good team. They've built something good down in Dallas, which, again, makes that loss now to Nebraska. It doesn't look so bad when it's a top 10 team.
All right. Grote now back to serve. Huskers hitting .318 here in this first set. Tip not down by Jackson. Be pushed over by Hansen. And Jackson again in the middle, and she delivered.
Normally we see Andy Jackson on these slide attacks behind the setter be so explosive, but Bergen Reilly's making it a point to get her going in front of the setter to try to spread things out a little bit, especially in these 3-hitter rows with Beeson up front.
Schaffmaster goes behind, and the block is there. Harper Murray shuts it down.
What a read from Harper Murray up front. She's mirroring the slide, meaning she's making the exact same movements that the slide attacker in front is making so she can get around it and wrap those hands back down.
Schaffmaster pushes out to the pin, down the line. You're right, Julia Hansen has been terrific.
She's been outstanding, and this is exactly what Minnesota needs. They need every player to elevate their game just a little bit more. When you're playing the #2 team in the country, you gotta up your game.
Mauk, not a great pass. Harper Murray goes line, good up. Sit back over. And the kill by Minity.
This is one area that Minnesota is normally dominant in. If the ball is right above the top of the tape, we call them 50-50 balls. The front line does a great job of being strong up front and swiping it side to side to put it down.
Minity did not get the start last time out. It was Engelman who was inserted into the lineup. She's back in there tonight. Only twice this year, Minity has not got the start. That was Keegan Cook.
Keegan Cook wanted that consistency in their lineup. He didn't start Minity against Oregon, pulled her during that Washington match, but felt like in these big moments, she's the player that they've relied on. So giving her that start again tonight.
Good push by Schaffmaster, but long on the swing. Acevedo, no touch, and a point for Nebraska.
Alex Acevedo is being asked to do a lot this season. McKenna Worker's been in and out of the lineup with that back injury. She's kind of been listed day to day, so it depends on the day whether she's going to play or not. But Acevedo has stepped in and tried to carry that big load as just a redshirt freshman on this team.
Acevedo again, that time off the block touch. Slide for Jackson. Had that deep corner open and got the kill.
Andy Jackson's slide has gotten even better as the season has gone on, and one of those reasons is because she can adjust to the set that she's given. So maybe it's not the perfect set, but she's able to adjust it, snap that just a little bit better down, and go for that deep corner.
Solo block, Bergen Reilly.
And that was just nasty. Bergen Reilly going up. As an attacker, this is exactly what you want. You see one blocker up there, you think you're gonna smash this ball. Bergen Reilly said, absolutely not. Let me get my hands in front of this and put it straight down.
3 away from set 1. Tipped over, not down by Hansen. Bump set. And another kill for Landfair.
Nebraska just absolutely rolling right now. Offensively hitting over 350. They've got 4 blocks already, 16 digs in the backcourt, and they're passing dimes.
Taylor Landfair, 4 kills, hitting .375. Schaffmaster bump set out to Acevedo. On the slide again, the line off the block, and another kill for Andy Jackson. She's 3 of 6, hitting .500. We've got set point. Landfair. Tip is wide, no touch.
Minnesota. Checking in to serve for Minnesota, number 4, Lauren Crowell.
Lauren Crowell now into serve. Junior out of Eagan, Minnesota. Set point number 2. Taylor Landfair closes it out.
Due to time constraints, we now move ahead in the action.
Out of their feet. Landfair, good dig in the back row. Great up there by Pahlavi. Sit back over. Hansen off the block. Good tip. Alec there. Opportunity here, bump set. Murray off the top of the block. Good up in the back row by Acevedo. And Hansen just wide, no touch. Off serve by Malk. Angle, is it in? It is. A great shot there. Beeson with the tip. Almost put right back in her lap. Lands on the Gophers side. Here's Grote again off Nebraska's block. And Lydia Grote have a second set. Off the top of the block. Good push back to Grote. Off the top of the block. They'll go to Grote again. And just long for Lydia Grote. No touch. Set point number 3. And Grote blocked again. Boy, they are going to feed Lydia Grote the hot hand. And Nebraska has had an answer for 3 consecutive points. And Keegan Cook will take a timeout. Number 4 for Minnesota. Tip. Reilly. Here's Harper Murray. Good dig. Push back, Grote again. Harper Murray from off the net, got the touch. Hansen into the block. Schaffmaster right back to Hansen. Got it, and the set goes to the Gophers. Minnesota will start it off here in the third, and they go right after Landfair, and it's an ace for the Gophers. Acevedo goes right back there again. Rodriguez is there that time. They run the middle. Not down. Good up by Polabiec. Beeson along the tape. Not down. Polabiec keeps it alive again. Grote inside into the block. And the middle again. Rebecca Alec with another. Off the top of the block. Beeson. Right on the line. Good swing and another kill. Minity. Schaffmaster pushes outside off the block. Acevedo keeps it alive, then on the slide. Still not down, but good coverage. Both teams try to get in system here. Left-handed swing, not down. Good sliding up by Polabiec. Off the block and wide, and another point. Out of the back row. The Gophers keeping everything up right now. Do it again, good touch. On the slide, off the block. On the slide, Jackson. A little mistimed. Oh, great kick to keep it alive by Schaffmaster. And got the touch and the kill. A couple of tough first touches back to back here for the Gophers. On the slide, Jackson goes wide, no touch. Oh, there was a touch. Good first contact, and it leads to the kill out of the back row. There is Crowell's serve is just long. Kennedy from Eagan, Minnesota. Former Minnesota Volleyball Gatorade Player of the Year, back-to-back years. In 18 and 19, Point, Nebraska. On the slide, over the top of the block. Back out to Landfair. And Landfair gets the kill on the miscommunication on the Gophers side.
I mean, to me, hands down, you see her in person, you watch her on TV, she looks like the best player, and statistically, she's showing why.
Yep. Good turn by Becca to keep it alive. Powered into the block. Good hustle to keep that alive by T-Bolt. Bergen. Oh, great up. Great hustle on both sides. Not down yet. Acevedo got the kill. High school, actually, she committed when she was 13 years old in 7th grade before the rules changed. Swing is wide there by Landfair, and another point for the Golden Gophers. Not to go to Oregon. Keegan Cook, even though he was in Washington and was familiar with her, he said really because she was off the table, hadn't really looked at her, but called about 20 different.
Yeah, she might not have been on the court, but she still got that experience in that kind of program.
His care, so it's really helped provide a perspective to Alex Acevedo. Tough serve there. Off the top of the block, and the kill. The back injury, she has been in and out of the lineup throughout the season, battling that back injury. Just long there. Down the line, right on it. Good up by Reilly. Second touch is down. Little tandem run into the block for Nebraska. They'll go right back to Murray again off the tape. Here is Hansen tried line. That is wide. 2:10 for the match. Minnesota 126. Kept alive. Good up by Schaffmaster off of Nebraska's block. Back row, Beeson with the kill. On the slide. Got the kill. There's Hansen. On the slide. Good pass by Rodriguez. Not just an up, but right on spot. Good effort to keep that one alive. Second touch over but not down. Here's Jackson on the slide. Block! How about Acevedo, who's starting to come alive? It was a shaky start for Acevedo in set one, but she has really settled in here in sets 2 and 3. And a kill by Landfair. The block, and there. Second touch, not down. Kennedy Orr right there. Landfair, good dig. On the slide, Rebecca Alec found it. Paints the line by Alec. What a shot. So Schaffmaster to serve out of the timeout. Good pass there by Choboy. Second touch down by Bergen Reilly.
Bergen Reilly has done such a good job knowing situationally when to put this ball down if it's tight. It's not every time, but if it's tight enough, she's being aggressive up front, which I love to see.
5 kills for Bergen Reilly, no errors. She's attempted it 9 times. And now serves. Sent back over by Rodriguez. Grote will get another chance. Tip and just wide by Lydia Grote.
This is why out-of-system plays are so important because they have to be right on the money. Lexi Rodriguez, impressive up on their side, gives Minnesota the free ball though, but it's out of system and a scramble play results in the point for Nebraska.
Bump set, pulls Grote inside. Reilly kept that alive. Landfair with the swing and the block. Big block there by Awalea.
Straight down from Phoebe Awalea. She has these kind of blocks usually 3 or 4 times in a match. Just incredible eye work, gets those hands over. It's like her head becomes another hand up there because she's so far over the net.
Barrett Beeson, block again. Back to back for Awalea.
You can't test out Phoebe Awalea because it will come back at you even faster than you swing at it. Incredible handwork finishing that right to the cross court.
Landfair got the block touch, but up in the back row by Acevedo. Another good up, just misses the scoreboard. Good run in the middle. Boy, great set from Reilly on the quick tempo ball.
Such an impressive set. These are the kind of plays that you have to make in these big moments as a setter. If the ball is this tight, you have to be crafty and athletic enough to get this ball not only up, but in a position where your middle can attack it.
21-18, Nebraska 4 away, up by 3. Bump set, Harper Murray. Got the touch, no, the antenna. Antenna first before the touch, it's wide. Point Gophers.
Murray definitely trying to go for that line shot, which is what Minnesota gave her. Just trying to do a little bit too much with it. That just clips the antenna.
Polabiec serves. Back to Beeson, another block touch. Gophers getting a lot of block touches here in set number 3, and delivered on the kill by Julia Hansen.
And Julia Hansen has been outstanding. Not only is she getting so many good kills, but they've been clean kills, which means they've just hit the court with no one even touching it. And that's difficult to do against this Nebraska team that is so good defensively.
Minnesota right back in this. Nebraska was up by 3 in the first to 20. Outside, Harper Murray. Off the hands. Grote, not down. Bump set outside. Merritt Beeson goes line. Good dig. Off the block. Huskers kept it alive. Free ball opportunity here for Minnesota. Schaffmaster runs the middle. Harper Murray, big point, Nebraska.
Harper Murray lighting it up for the Huskers. Phenomenal out-of-system play on their side. Rodriguez putting this ball in the perfect spot for Murray to go up and unload on to the cross court.
Rodriguez with a tough serve, comes back over. Golden opportunity, they run Jackson, who delivers.
Andy Jackson has been absolutely outstanding, hitting well over 400 tonight. Just one error on the night so far, and in these big moments, she becomes so clutch. Bergen Reilly knows that and gets her going right in that gap.
Good pass. Back outside, and again, Julia Hansen.
Hansen's been the hot hand so far in the third set. That's her 8th kill just in this set alone. Expect Minnesota to continue to keep going back to her.
She has 10+ kills now in 8 consecutive matches. She's hitting .332 over those previous 7 matches. Hitting .222 tonight. Oh, big service error in a big moment. Nebraska will have at least a couple of tries at it here. Set point number 1. Merritt Beeson back to serve. Set point Huskers. Right into the middle of the kill by Hansen. Set point for Nebraska. Oh. And you saw the reaction from Julia Hansen in the hands, who went straight to the face, and it was an good moment.
Just putting the ball down and really spread things out better.
Underway here in the 4th. Nebraska on top 2-1. They run the middle right away, and Awalea gets the kill.
Establishing the middle is so important for Minnesota because they don't go to it very often. What that allows is you get the middle going, you establish them as a threat, and it opens up things for your pins later on to have some seams.
Merritt Beeson goes off the block, not down. We go the other way to Harper Murray, who rolls it off the block and gets the kill.
Murray's off speeds are so impressive. She perfectly places them. If she sees a well-formed block in front of her, she throws in a tip right over it, down their backs, or these smart roll shots right either over the hands or right off the hands.
Merritt Beeson struggling a bit tonight. 5 kills, 4 errors on 26 swings. She's hitting just .038. There was not a touch on that swing by Hansen. Point Nebraska. Golden Gophers coming into this match having lost 2 consecutive. They dropped matches to Oregon and Washington, and that was on the heels of winning 4 consecutive. They were on a roll, right? Still 9-5 in the Big Ten Conference. Comfortably snug in the top half. Really kind of working on consistency across the board.
Yeah, that's been the biggest thing for Minnesota. We've seen the highs. We've seen him take down Wisconsin, take down Texas. But he's also seen some lows from this team, and they haven't found that consistency really all around. Sometimes one player will go off, they'll have another one struggling, but it doesn't feel like they've clicked where all of them have really been firing at the same time.
How about that up from Acevedo? That one falls right in front of her, but the previous one, the dig of Andy Jackson. Acevedo tonight with 16 digs in the match. Her previous high was 8.
So impressive because she is struggling offensively. She's hitting negative right now, but she's making up for it in her passing. She's doing a phenomenal job. And defensively back there, she's like having another libero in the backcourt.
Yeah. Here is Grote, and Grote goes inside the block, but long, and a point for the Huskers.
Minnesota has to control their errors, especially early on in the set. They cannot let Nebraska go on too long of a run because it is very difficult to catch back up.
Powered through the block, Grote got the kill there.
We saw Grote go off during the second set, 7 kills in just that set alone. She had the hot hand, kind of lost that in the third set, but Minnesota needs her to go up front and continue to rip balls.
Second touch. Right into the campfire.
Bergen Reilly has been one of Nebraska's most efficient attackers tonight. She's doing it at the perfect time, too. She knows exactly when to throw in this dump and catch Minnesota's defense off guard right into the middle.
Caught him roasted marshmallows. Good serve by Murray. Back row. Right on the, ooh.
Based on that look, it looks in. Sure.
To coaching and begin to trust a new coach. Feels like maybe he's just now getting there with these players and with this program. Off the top of the block. Off the block and out. Point for Minnesota. He said it's really good just to see how much better this team has gotten throughout the year when they begin to trust, right?
It takes time to gain those relationships, really trust in the system. And, you know, some players, they buy in right away, but some it just takes a second to even just get used to the system, whether you buy in or not.
Landfair, what she wanted, an opportunity to play 6 rotations, develop all of her skills, and she's really been good for USC this year.
And she's been outstanding. She's putting up incredible kill numbers.
You know, Brad Keller thrilled with what he's seen from Allie Batenhorst as Nebraska out of that momentary stoppage of play, up 8-4.
This is a moment that Minnesota needs to flip a switch and potentially get back in this match. They have to play cleaner. The defense has to have a little bit more intent back there, picking things up, because you can't let Nebraska continue to stretch this lead out in a must-win set for the Gophers.
Great up. Landfair spun around, saw it in the air, put it over. And that swing is long, no touch, Acevedo. Tip not down by Acevedo. And then the kill out of the back row by Harper Murray.
That's a shot that Acevedo has to be just a little bit more aggressive on. Might not have been a perfect set, but that tip was way too easy on Nebraska's side, and the Huskers were able to transition out of it too easily.
Not get on top, set long by Minity, and the errors continue to pile up here on the Gophers.
It's a perfect pass on Minnesota's side. Schaffmaster to set this ball a little bit too low for her middle to go up and attack. They have to limit the errors from here on out if they want a chance to get back in this.
And another hitting error.
Multiple errors on Minnesota's side. Nebraska not even doing anything to earn their points. Minnesota just handing it to them.
Callie Engelman into the match now for the first time for the Golden Gophers. Engelman will come in for Minity. Thrown across, good up by the Gophers. Outside, Landfair got the kill. Taylor Landfair with 12 kills.
Lots of junk happening on both sides, but Taylor Landfair in transition, so good, putting more heat on that, trying to extend this Nebraska lead even further. Great job getting off the net really fast and then into that approach.
Down the line, there's a kill by Engelman. Engelman. Yeah, I think we're going to talk it over. Our R1 is asking if it hit the antenna first, and it did not. Point for Minnesota.
That shows you just how much trust and confidence that Schaffmaster has in a player like Engelman coming in. Hadn't taken a swing all night long, but as Minnesota's trying to claw their way back, she goes to her right away.
Just long on the serve. Eleven service errors on the Gophers.
Serving number 2, Bergen Reilly.
Down the line, there's the swing and a kill for Acevedo.
Minnesota just trying to find ways to chip away at that lead. The key from here on out is to stay as clean as possible. They can't afford to hand Nebraska any more errors.
Schaffmaster with the serve. Acevedo not down. Got between the block, but a good up. Acevedo again. And they're going to call a lift or carry in the hands a little too long by Rebecca Alec.
And this happens from time to time when Rebecca Alec takes these throws. If the hand is in the ball's in the hand just a little bit too long, which it looked like it was their movement back before it went forward, you're going to get called for that. And that's a subjective call. You can't challenge it. She's saying that's wild.
Well, that is now 12.
Checking into the game to serve for your Huskers, number 10, Olivia Mauk.
Mauk into the game, the freshman for Nebraska. Out of Bennington. Lydia Grote. Good reaction by Harper Murray. Beeson has it sit right back. I thought that was Reilly. Now Barrett Beeson. And the block. Big block on that left side. Awale was there along with Grote.
Minnesota trying to get things going on their side. These high momentum plays are what they need. And the best way to do that is getting stuffs up front.
600 blocks in Awalea's career. She needed 2 coming into tonight. She was at 598. That was number 600. Of course, she played at LMU and Georgia before heading to Minnesota. And again, Awalea in the middle. And all of a sudden, the Gophers rattling off a few straight.
She is so energetic. She's a bit undersized, but man, she flings the ball around.
She's fearless.
She's awesome.
Right? Just fearless.
She's the easiest player to root for.
Merritt Beeson found that backcourt. Best shot of the night for Merritt Beeson, who's here is Grote off the top of the fingertips. Good pass. Swiped into the block, that down by Beeson. Bump set. This time the other way to Harper Murray off the block. And Murray, Reilly, Acevedo, all with highs and digs. Tip tried out down by Hansen. Other way, Harper Murray off the top of the block. Acevedo, good pass. Grote is blocked off of Murray, but Grote gets the kill. Second touch, down and another kill. Career high in kills for Bergen Reilly with 6. A little more similar to set 1 when the Huskers won it 25-12. And another hitting error.
All right, Larry, you know how football does trophy games?
Yeah.
So what if we start calling this one the spatula? We got Cook against Cook. Battle for the spatula. How do we feel about it?
Oh my gosh, I love that. Why did you wait until set 4 to bring that up?
Just
We could have been advocating for it the entire match.
story of my
That is
life. I'm so close. You're just so close always, you know?
Genius. This battle for the spatula. On the slide, Andy Jackson.
Whatever you want to call it.
Kennedy, 4.
The iron spatula, the golden spatula. We'll workshop it.
Out of the back row, there's Hansen. Good up by Choboy on the dive. Coverage by Bergen Reilly. Schaffmaster, slide. Not down by Engelman. From off the net. Good kill by Acevedo.
Nebraska's defense working overtime just to keep these balls alive. Laney Choboy in the backcourt, just a walking highlight reel with plays like this, keeping it up, getting it in system, but it's Minnesota's Acevedo who puts it down at a critical time for the Gophers.
Foul to serve. That landed on Nebraska's side off the block, and it's a block for the Gophers. That is their 7th block of the match.
Here's another look at that play.
Yeah, right along.
Beautiful block from Minnesota, getting those hands over just in time, sneaking them in.
Side fair not down. Acevedo from off the net. One-handed up, won-it up by Rodriguez. Ran the middle, and the block by Rebecca Alec.
Take another look at it. See if there really was action in the net.
After the review, the Nebraska blocker was in the net. It will be a point for Minnesota, and they will retain their challenge.
5-point difference, 3-0 run by the Gophers. Send it right back over. Reilly. And the swing, no touches long. It's final timeout here of set number 4. Gophers still with an opportunity to push this to a 5th. Reilly, second touch, not down. Off the top of the block, Acevedo doesn't finish. Back row, Murray rolls it over off the fingertips of Awalea, and Murray with the kill.
That's a big side out for Nebraska in the red zone from point 20 on. They need to capitalize on these plays. A beautiful set from Reilly. Murray just throws it right into the hands of the blocker and down.
Bergen Reilly now back to serve. Nebraska 3 away. Tough serve. And Reilly with the ace. Bergen Reilly doing it all tonight. 4 blocks, 19 digs, 38 assists, 6 kills, and the ace. That'll put a smile on your face. Hansen with the tip, that's not down. Landfair rolls it over. Little shoulder up there by Landfair. Got the touch. Merritt Beeson with the kill. And they're on their feet at the Bob Devaney Sports Center for match point for Nebraska. Huskers on a 3-0 run. Off the block and out. Killed by Acevedo. Bergen Reilly with her first career 20-20 game. 20 assists, 20 digs. Actually 39 assists, but you know what I meant. Second match point. Just long, no touch.
Minnesota continuing to keep the ball in play, keeping the pressure on Nebraska. They have to play clean from here on out.
And the tip in the middle. That'll do it. Rebecca Alec with her 7th kill closes it out for Nebraska. Taylor, you said before you thought this would just be another match. I'm curious, when you got out there on the floor and you saw the Gophers across the net, did it feel like just another match?
A little bit. I mean, there was a little bit of nerves in the beginning, but I just looked over at my past teammates and we all just gave each other a smile and I knew everything was going to be okay.